when you spend more time with yourself, you will realize that a lot of medicine, a lot of high technology is already embedded inside of your body, inside of yourself. With our thoughts, we create the world. This is one of the quite powerful sentences in the Buddhist teachings. So what does it mean? With our thoughts, we create the world. When you are able to impact your thoughts, when you are able to adjust your thoughts, you are able to adjust the world. This is what it means. So why do many Buddhist monks, why do many temples spend so much time meditating, sitting meditation? Because in the sitting meditation, one of the reasons is there is not much physical activity that you are able to witness on the outside. The body is still, the eyes are closed. Normally it's quiet around, there's nothing to listen to, there is no smell, there's nothing to smell, and nobody's touching you, there is no feeling. So after sitting for quite some time, how do you still actually know that you have this body? Well, you don't. You just don't. But it's still out of question that you are still having some type of perception about yourself, that you are like still existing, yes? But it is not body related. And if you take these type of teachings serious, this is one approach of how are you planning, how do you want to get to this area of becoming so fine that you are only finding yourself in the world of thoughts. Yeah. And why the thoughts? Because with the thoughts you would change this world in the way how you imagine this world should be. So ultimately, what we talk about is, how do you want this life to be? Pleasant. Finished. Pleasant. This is what we all are looking for, and which I really think is regardless of which culture, which part of the world. There is not even an animal, not if you ask them, choose, what do you want, a pleasant life or a life of suffering? Choose. You only have those two choices. I think the answer is very, very clear and is the same for everyone. The reality though is, we 8 billion people, we know what we want, but we are not able to easily achieve it. So we don't have the pleasant life that we want. Why? Because the methods and the approach maybe is wrong. Because the approach in order to get to this pleasantness is wrong. Now, pleasantness in a way, now I would say, is something very, very much related to how you feel on the one side about waking up. How do you feel during the day? But also, what are you carrying on the mind during the average day when you are walking through this lifetime? I think it is the lack of time that you are spending in investigating yourself. Meaning, too many things nowadays are outsourced. You are outsourcing maybe your happiness to outside circumstances. You are outsourcing your health to outside circumstances. So you are outsourcing a lot of things where we think, but they should belong into your hands. It is like a trend that many things are outwards oriented, but which is very normal. This is what we say. In the morning when you wake up, it is something very, very natural that is happening, that You open up the eyes, you get out of the bed, and so then it starts to be normal that you are interested in what's going on out there. Which means you look at the mobile phone, you look at the television, you look outside, you listen to things that are around you. That means awareness is naturally driven outwards of you in the moment where we wake up. So it's natural. This is the natural state. Like I said, if you don't pay attention, it's getting out of you. Therefore, what is it that the first step I would suggest somebody is doing, and what is also lacking nowadays, is the time that you realize this. To just realize one part of human existence, is it that our awareness is naturally being driven outwards. So, in order to create the balance, what we do with all the different types of methods is to regulate this. To regulate and keep an eye on the amount of time and on the amount of awareness that we are allowing ourselves to get lost out there. You need to spend time with yourself. If you have the feeling too much of my awareness is being driven outwards, number one is, in order for you to create balance, meaning to get into a harmonic state, you need to first of all find the counterpart of what actually right now is missing in your lifetime. If you spend too much time taking care of your family, taking care of your friends, taking care of your company, taking care of this and that, it's an important thing to take care of people and things around you. But it's also as important as taking care about yourself. Because when you're dead, well, who will take care of the rest? Yeah. That's not going to work. And at the same time, once you have fixed everything that you feel for yourself is an issue and was hindering you, when you are able to fix this first of all for yourself, you will become a much, much greater rock where people are able to hold on to than when you are someone who still hasn't been able to fix your own difficulties in lifetime and problems. I cannot imagine somebody, this powerful nature, this force of the universe is putting you as a human being on this earth incomplete. Meaning incomplete to deal with the challenges that this world is going to offend you with. The greatest thing that can happen is you hear the message. You feel the message. You hear the call. And then you are taking now your lifetime, your 24-hour stay, and make this call take reality. Because what it then means is, there is a plan, and you are here with your own hands, capable of fulfilling that plan. Because when we talk about like this, what does a plan mean? What is an idea? What is a vision? First of all, it is something that every human, when he has it for himself. He has it inside of his mind. He has it in his imaginary world, let's say. But imaginary world means only one person knows about it. The one who has this vision. And therefore now, if you want to contribute something to this earth, to this world, I think the challenge is to bring something from this imaginary world that only one person has, to make it start and take form. That this idea starts to shape. Because only when it takes a form, only when it starts to shape, then it enters into the world where more people now can touch it, can see it, can feel it. So it's always about an idea which has no form yet. But we humans, this is the nice part where in Asia we say, or in the Shaolin Temple, is the Tian Ren Di, the heaven, man, earth. Heaven, man, earth, which means the human is between heaven and earth. He's like the middleman between heaven and earth. From the heaven, he sometimes receives something, but only he has it. And now, what is he doing? Because he's in the middle, he brings this idea, this vision, boom, onto the earth and manifests it. Makes it real, yeah, for people to touch it, to see it. And yeah, this is where I would say this is for me one of the greatest things that I could right now say I discovered for me. And since that moment when I really integrated this into my way of living, into how I walk through this lifetime, things are just effortless. Because I have the feeling that it's completely in harmony. It's not that I say I feel enslaved by something and actually I don't want to do what I feel I should do. No. I feel that just by having this ideas, by having these visions, and then investing my lifetime to try and make these visions that come from somewhere, to make them become real. At the same time, in the moment where I feel that it's just about, it's like you make your dream come true. It's like a wrong movie, It's like you write your own movie. Like this it feels. And it is so effortless. And now, and I strongly trust that this is something very, very special that everyone is able to tap into. That is the important part. That is the very, very important part.